So Ryan, could you tell us what you do at Fiserv?
Sure. I'm the Senior Vice President of Products for the Credit Union Solutions Division of Fiserv. So we build all of it. We do the product management, product marketing, marketing communications for all the products that we create for credit unions across the United States.
And what types of conversations have you been having with attendees during the GAC?
You know, this year there seems to be a real strong focus on what we can do to grow, how we can acquire new members, how we can acquire more profitable members. There's a lot of vigor around using the technologies to be able to kind of create a force multiplier. Let the tellers and the staff that the credit union has serve more and more members without increasing cost.
And you're involved in some biometric type products. Could you talk about those a little bit, about what Fiserv offers?
Sure. This is our VeriFast solution suite, and we see biometrics playing a key role in that force multiplier approach. When you have your computer recognizing you, instead of you having to tell the computer, hey, it's me, let me into these kinds of things I need to do, instead, with biometrics, you can let the computer identify who you are and then open up those things that are available to you without interrupting the flow. You could imagine as we were talking here, if I suddenly had to go, hang on a second, let me log in so I can keep talking to you, it's quite a disruption. But using biometrics, I have the ability to continue a conversation. I can use my palm or my thumb to be able to authenticate to the system, and I never break our conversation. You can imagine how effective that would be in a branch scenario where I have the ability as a teller or a branch employee to be able to quickly authenticate to my system, continue a conversation, and then be able to do my transaction using multiple systems, always allowing the computer to identify me, and I can stay focused on the member. At the same time, that VeriFast solution suite extends to the member. So now they're dealing with the same convenience, where they're coming in, keeping eye contact with the branch member or the branch staff, authenticating themselves, and working back and forth without having to worry about, let me get my ID out, and oh, I forgot it in my car, let me go get it, or let me find something that I can identify myself with. And it allows the whole transaction to become much more fluid. Technology becomes the underpinnings of the branch transaction rather than being the barrier that people have to pass through in order to do the transaction.
Sounds like a good way to kind of balance member convenience and security. Any other advice in that area?
Well, you know, you bring up a really great point. It is that balance between security and convenience. And one of the challenges that you've got with some forms of authentication is even though they are very secure, they still stop you from having your conversation. Things like iris scanning, you know, the ability to go, hang on just 1 second, Bill. Okay, now we're back. You know, it's an interruption. We chose using what's called a palm vein authentication technology. And the primary reason we did that is because it does have that balance between very secure but very convenient. It's really secure because the veins in your palm can't be replicated. It's got about 10,000 points in your palm that it measures every time that you put your palm over the device. And it requires that the blood be flowing in your palm, so you can't fake it. It's not like a fingerprint where you can use a copy or just an imprint of the fingerprint. It's more hygienic because you're holding your palm over a device rather than having to touch anything. And it immediately creates an environment where with a simple touch or a simple wave over the device, keeping eye contact, able to stay interactive, I get to authenticate and work into the systems, completely secure, completely convenient.